This video is all about how athletes are able to train hard every single day for years without burning out. We're going to talk about the philosophy behind this, why most people get it completely wrong, and what the difference is between people who can train consistently and people who can't. And in the second part of the video, I'm going to break down the system that athletes use so that you can use it for yourself. Because once you understand this, training every day stops feeling impossible. And if you're new here, my name is Cole. This channel is all about performance, recovery, and building a system that actually lets you improve without burning out. And over the past few years, I've been testing that on myself, training almost every day while trying to stay as healthy and as consistent as possible. Why this matters, the problem. So most of us want to get better fast, either getting stronger, faster, or more consistent. And we assume the way to do that is to train hard, push for longer, go every day. But here's the problem. If you take that approach blindly, you might do it for a week, maybe two, and then you crash. Meanwhile, athletes show up consistently for decades, not just showing up, but performing. So what's the difference? Well, it's not that they're grinding harder than you. It's that they're operating under a completely different system. Define the goal, what we actually want. Let's define what we actually want here. There are many different philosophies when it comes to training, but the one I found to be the most effective in the long run is the goal of training consistently at a high level over time, with the main emphasis on being consistent at a difficult but maintainable pace. So how do you build a system that allows you to do that? So let's define what a system is. A system is basically a set of actions that consistently leads to a result. In this case, the result is being able to train again tomorrow and so on. So the key idea of the video is if you build the right system, you don't need to rely on motivation, discipline, or pushing through because the system does the work for you. Why systems matter. Think about something like professional sports. For the athletes, everything is systematized. Training plans, nutrition, recovery, sleep, even stress. Nothing is random because when the stakes are high, you can't afford to just wing it. Now compare that to how most people train. They go to the gym when they feel like it, they push hard when they have energy, they skip when they're tired. There's no system, and because of that, there's no consistency, the value of a system. There's a really simple way to visualize this. Without a system, you put in effort, but your performance goes up and down. With a system, it might take a little effort up front, but over time, everything becomes smoother, more consistent, more predictable, and that's exactly what athletes have. So now that we understand why systems matter, let's break down the actual system that allows athletes to train every day. The system, main section. Part 1, fuel. The first part is fuel, and this is where many people mess up because most simply don't know. But recovery actually starts with what you give your body. Calories, protein, carbs, hydration. If you're under eating, your body literally doesn't have the resources to repair itself. So what happens? You train, you break your body down, and then you never fully rebuild. Athletes don't do that. They eat to support performance because they understand you cannot recover from something your body doesn't have the materials to fix. Part 2, training load. This is one of the biggest differences. Athletes do not train hard every day. They train smart every day. They manage intensity with hard days, easy days, recovery sessions, technique work. It's kind of like a wave. Instead of hard workout after hard workout after hard workout, then burnout, it's hard, then easy, then moderate, then hard again, and recovery. And because of that, their fatigue never spirals out of control. A professional athlete might have 2 or 3 hard sessions per week, but not 7. The rest are lighter, technical, or recovery focused. Now, if you're someone who lifts, this is where it gets a little bit different. Because in lifting, you should be training a little harder consistently. But hard doesn't necessarily mean destroying yourself on every set. It means training close to failure without going to failure on everything. It also means managing your volume so you can recover. So instead of a max effort squat, then a max effort deadlift, then a max effort leg press, it looks more like a high effort squat, controlled fatigue leg press, and so on. System 3, sleep. This is the foundation of everything. Sleep is where recovery actually happens. Your muscles repair, your hormones balance, energy restoration, all of it. A wise athlete will treat sleep like it's part of training, with a consistent schedule, enough hours, high quality sleep. Meanwhile, most people stay up late, scroll on their phones, sleep inconsistently, and then try to perform the next day. But if your sleep is broken, your recovery is broken. Part 4, recovery tools. Now we get to the stuff everyone talks about. Saunas, hyperbaric oxygen therapy, naps or NSDR, and yes, they help, but here's the truth. They're not the actual system. They're more like upgrades to a system that already exists. I actually have a video on where I ranked all the recovery tools and protocols, which you can watch here. But I want to highlight again that athletes use these after everything else is dialed in. Part 5, nervous system. Now this is an underrated layer, because recovery isn't just physical, it's also neurological. Your nervous system controls your energy, and if it's overloaded, you'll feel exhausted, even if your muscles are fine. All kinds of stress matters. Training stress, life stress, mental stress. Great athletes know how to manage them all, how to apply. So how do you actually use this system? You don't need everything, but you just need the basics. Eat enough to support your training, stop going all out every session, fix your sleep, focus on recovery, not exhaustion. If you do that, you'll notice something. You'll stop dreading workouts, you'll stop crashing, and you start showing up day after day. And until next time, thanks for watching.